All the crypto is all through the roof because the whole entire world has realized that this is real technology, it's the fourth revolution, and everything's about to change.
There's been a revolution. Democracy, poverty reduction, and cryptocurrency. Communities get their own currency. Decentralized social networks.
Hi, I'm Mary Silverstein, and we're here to talk about investing in stocks and crypto. So when we talk about stock and crypto, as an investor, you could treat them the same, but they are different. When you're buying shares of stock, you can look it up. I don't know how many there are, but you're into the company, you're buying equity. When you're into crypto, you're not buying equity. You do know how many exist. There will never be any more made than what it says. It's technology, and you're buying a part of the technology. You're not buying equity. So when you go to buy Bitcoin right now, and the value might continue to go up, you're buying a piece of technology, software. So Bitcoin itself was built on blockchain, it's all technology. And because Bitcoin came along, other people started to make things like it. So that's why that entire space of crypto is now exploding. It wasn't built necessarily about money. It's built about having software that you do not need a bank for. And if I want to send you money, I can just send it to you in any hour, any time, any amount, for any like $1 overnight. I don't need ID. I don't need to go to the bank. Okay. So Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I assume you've heard of, these are protocols. These are base layers when you're building apps. The internet right now that we use is HTTPS. The goal in the crypto space is to remove that and use something with unlimited transactions that is decentralized. So I'm just trying to give you a little info here into the crypto space. So I personally have been traveling until COVID. I was traveling the world for about 2 years, and I was studying startup companies, technology, and at that time, especially crypto. And I was looking for people who are inventing a product that I thought was solid, that would grow, that would be a good investment, that maybe I could get in for 5 cents. It could turn into numbers like what Bitcoin is today. It went to $40,000. That's not making a 2x and a 5x. I'm looking to make a 100x and a 1000x. And the only way to do that is to actually sit down, do your own research, talk to some other people, and get to know products, people, and the technology. So I really spent a while doing that. I can say that this past year has been phenomenal. All of the crypto, by the way, in the past month of December is all through the roof because the whole entire world has realized that this is real technology, it's the fourth revolution, and everything's about to change. So, you know, if you're not familiar, you can just download an app. We have some really great apps that they are regulated by the United States that are safe that you can use. And right in your phone, you could just transfer in some cash, you can buy some crypto. You can trade it every day, or you can just hold it if you don't want to be bothered. And Bitcoin is definitely on its way up. It's a fact because we have every institution in the world buying as much as they can. If you prefer stock, you can buy Grayscale. They've been buying up as much Bitcoin. Them and PayPal bought the most in the past month. They're buying it as fast as it's being made. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. There's about 20 million mined. We've lost a couple million along the way. And the exchanges themselves are going to start to run out of it. And I'm sure you all know you do not buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy any fraction you want by $10. So we have apps now like Voyager, which is the newest one that I like. And I get interest on my Bitcoin, on my cash. I put it into Cash Dollar Coin, dollar for dollar. And it has a portfolio. And, you know, Coinbase is what most people know, but they are pretty busy. They went down yesterday. They charge very high fees. They don't give that much interest. And I can't open it up and know how much did I buy and how much is my profit. I need to see that. And so do you. So if you can make interest on everything you're holding while it's going up, 5.5% on Bitcoin, while it's going up every day, you're making it both ways. And the interesting thing about this interest is not the same as a bank. This is because you're buying a piece of the technology, and now you're part of its ecosystem. And therefore, you're going to go round and round. As it's mined and made, and people hold it. We're part of the system. So Bitcoin itself was built, by the way, there's no owner, there's no server. It's a consensus, and it's mined by anyone who wants to mine it. For the rest of these coins, each one's different. They have different purposes. They won't all be about money coins. They're about all kinds of different products that we're going to use. So I suggest that you go onto any site that sells it, read about the top 20 coins, and pick a few out and see what you like.